Hello. Welcome to Apex After Dark, everybody. Everybody. It's like 8 p.m. in Central, uh, and of course, 9 p.m. on the East Coast. If you're in California, it's 6 o'clock. It's when you're maybe
Ugh.
having a little bit of dinner. Maybe you're ordering a pizza. Maybe doing this little running around town on a weekend. And we have Devil Flyer Rex co-host. Hello, hello, and of course our
No,
special guest, Mr. Rob Ewing. Hey,
Hello.
hey, hello, hello. So yeah, man, thanks for coming
still,
in.
still
No problem.
follicle, not phallical, challenged.
Fo-
I'm
Follicle.
follically challenged. Yeah,
So am I.
Sorry, Rob. Sorry, not sorry.
that's okay.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so let's see. I've been kind of working on a little bit of a piece here. If I can share it with you guys. I've done this. I had this one of my art files,
Oh,
and yep, this is a femme fatale wraparound cover for issue number 3. There's some pencils here. I was gonna ink and stuff. You have the succubus of liberty being a villain, and of course the servobots and the other technobots in the background over the background of Seattle. So kind of working on that. I'm thinking, why not? I like to touch upon little stuff that I've done in a lot of my files that I want to complete. I'm kind of in the mood to do that. I want to flesh these characters, these IPs out, give them some life to the masses. Have you ever thought about that, Rob? Have you done anything that you've done years ago, but you want to flesh it out so people want to know about it?
Yeah, I was just talking to some guy today about like storytelling. How we have these big worlds, and we start a comic book and we flesh out the character, and like by issue 3, we want to be like at issue 7. Like that's the cool part I want to get to, but you have to
yeah,
kind of work your way up to it. So yeah,
Yeah,
I do.
certainly.
I have a
Yeah.
lot of I have like 5 pages of a couple of books that I just would like to just dive back into, and and now like a few years later, you're like, oh, what'd be a cool spin on that now that it's relevant, and oh
yeah,
yeah, so definitely,
yeah. I kind of like to reach Fembat issue 7 before I'm 75, so that'd be kind of nice.
yeah.
One of those things. Yeah. So
So he's got really got to get busy. He's pretty close to that now.
yeah, I'm
Close
only
to that age.
15 years away. I'm 60. I just turned 60 this year.
I
So
think you
Oh
can do it
wow,
in
yeah,
congrats.
15 years. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Uh, we had Timothy Olsen on today, and
Good.
wow, he's really getting his Melvin stuff out there, especially with Rob's
He's
help.
working hard on getting that Melvin out there. He's gonna make it a family
Oh, you
name.
Yeah, it
are you
keeps
interested?
just looking better and better and better.
Yeah. So you're involved in Melvin. I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah. So I did a guess. Oh, we found that out today. I figured it. He figured it out today. I did a cover for him, like a second cover for him, because I saw Melvin
Variant.
on. I thought, oh, that's cool. So I did a cover for him, and then I guess he used it, and I was like, oh, cool. And then he hit me up. He's like, let's do a 5-page, just little side robot story, and we did that, and it was kind of silly and cool. And then he hit me up. He's like, let's do Melvin Zero, and so he sends me breakdowns, and I draw it up, and then I'll send it to him, get the thumbs up, move on to the next page. Yeah, so we're pounding it out.
What what is your preference though? I know I've asked you that before, but for those that might be in the chat just meeting you for the first time, what's your genre preference?
Uh,
Hey Norin. Oop, Norin Rad.
All right.
82 in
Yeah.
the house. Got to draw a femme
Wow.
fatale this Thursday. Not sure what I'll do yet. He's going to
Are you
draw a
serious?
femme fatale.
Really? Oh man,
Hmm.
really, Nornred? I'm honored. Damn. Cool. I
Rob
sure
probably
want
wanted to
to.
show me something on his device and kicked himself. He'll be back. Hex Allen in
Oh,
the
there
house.
it is.
Hey,
Sorry, I lost you guys. I was
There it is.
pushing buttons. Oh, my God, I don't know. My favorite genres, like action, I probably like action adventure, like fantasy stuff. Like,
Me too. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I grew up on Conan. I still love drawing that stuff. I like like aliens, different creatures and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Of course,
Well, with
I like the
Conan, you
occasional
can
superhero.
scantily dressed, right? I mean, that's what
Oh,
that's what I was told recently on a stream by Dan Lawless, is that you don't have to deal with clothing, kind of like Tarzan. You're
right.
kind of bare as a barbarian, and you can kind of just do the human form. So does that appeal to you, just doing the human form?
Cool.
I like doing the human form. I like doing dynamic poses, things like that.
Do you have Burnt
I
Hogarth's book? Burnt Hogarth? That did
oh yeah,
Tarzan?
no, I do somewhere floating around here, but yeah,
Uh-huh.
dynamic drawing is awesome. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Yeah, this.
Yeah,
yeah,
there
there
you
you go.
It's like the Bible of anatomy right here.
Now I
is,
know
it
why
is.
Apex has been leveling up so much lately.
Damn right.
Look at
He's
him.
been really
Paying
checking out
attention.
that. Yeah.
This information for Noran Rad. Noran, still watching. This is the Femme Fatale issue number 1. It's like, and this Executor number 1. It's like a flip book back in '96. Very first self-published work that I did. And you see it's a nice 2-page spread of the Femme Fatale. Kind of a Kirby type influence. The 2-page spread.
Will you be putting this up on your Femback, offering it again? A reprint?
Yeah. Yes, I am.
Okay.
Yes, I'm gonna reprint them and a different cover.
Uh-huh.
This is Mongoose. She has super speed and martial arts. Caracal is a ferocity, superhuman strength, and cat-like abilities. Angel of Fire, she is like the holy daughter of God with some holy angelic superpowers. This is the Femme Fatale. They're based out of Seattle. So you see a space needle in the background.
Space needle there.
Yeah. And there's other pages, and sci-fi, action, you name it. That's what it is, Noran Rad and everyone else. So
they're based in Seattle. Did you move them over to Idaho because of the politics?
No, actually, they're still there. They're stuck in Seattle.
They're stuck in Seattle. Good.
Yeah.
That place needs cleaned up.
Sorry,
It
does need cleaned
They
up.
do.
Yeah.
Yes, they do. Oh, I can actually have a little bit of a short story related to that. That's interesting. Says, yeah, it's for YouTube drawing show. He goes, nice, thanks, Noran. Cool. Yeah, man. So I've been reading both of your comics that you did.
Scrappy?
This is Scrappy and Sauce. Oh, wait. Yeah, Scrappy and Sauce. You put this out this year, right?
Yeah, I put it out this year. Uh-huh. And that was actually just supposed to be like just like an intro. What is it, like 8 pages, 9 pages? I don't know.
This is like it's almost like a full comic. It's like at least 20
almost
pages.
Is. I am putting the filing touches on a full comic though of it. Yeah, I'm almost done with that first issue.
So you say comic book.
Now you do the coloring yourself, don't you?
I do. Yeah. I do the lettering, coloring, inking, storytelling. Actually, yeah, that's kind of like my whole book. Yeah, I went to Morris. Morris did a good job of publishing that book.
Yeah.
Where are they located?
I'm thinking Nebraska.
Did you work with Kablam?
Midwest.
Did you work with Kablam? Because Kablam was on the
Kablam. I did Kablam.
Was on the back.
Look at that.
Yeah, when I was working on that comic there, I went to Kablam, and they kind of messed up my cover that I wanted, but that's okay. And they missed a page in there, but that's all right. Then I went to Morris just to try them out, see what they liked. I like that stock paper that they have is a little better too. So yeah.
So are you Ewing Comics or are you Devour Comics?
I am. Yeah, that's my. No, Devour Comics was a comic. I worked with a couple of guys one out of Ohio, one out of Pennsylvania, the writer, and yeah, I I haven't even heard from them in a while. I kind of
Oh, here's
we
your
finished that
Ewing
we finished
comics.
that book. I did a few more pages, and then we were going to get a Kickstarter started. I said we should Indiegogo. They said we should Kickstarter, and we kind of
Yeah,
like parted ways on that one. And
cut
they
starter.
they haven't they haven't texted me back in a while. So I
Is
mean,
that
I
because
wish
of
them
your
the best.
name? Is that because of your name, Rob? Why you
Yeah,
wing? Why you wing
yeah, it's a
comics?
play off of
Ewing.
my name.
That's all
Okay,
right. It's a good one.
yeah.
I like it.
The Zaid brothers would never do that. Just saying.
No,
Yeah.
never.
Or Diaz brothers.
The Diaz
Right,
brothers.
right.
Thing.
I know.
Diaz brothers.
It's pretentious as hell, but hey, I had the icon drawn up already. I was like, why not? Let's go.
Do it. People know who you are. That's good.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
definitely, man.
Yeah.
So
You got
did
any
this.
conventions or anything coming up, Rob? That you're gonna go
Yeah.
to? Anything
When is
local?
well, I live in Sioux Falls area, so we
Yeah.
don't have ours until July, late July. But I don't have a. I tried getting a booth. Honestly, man, these people take these booths like crazy, and I just never get in.
Wow.
That's
Have to get
nuts.
in early, I guess.
Yes.
I try to get in like maybe a week after the last one, and they're already like, "No, we'll put you on the
Really?
waiting list." I'm on a perpetual waiting list.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
So
Well,
if
maybe you'll
anyone's
have
listening
more.
out there in Sioux Falls and they want to share a booth,
Yeah, right.
There you
Let
go.
Rob know.
Yeah.
If you're in
yeah, let
Sioux
me know.
Falls. Yeah. Yeah, we have conventions here in Texas. I got to get in on a local one before. I don't know if it's probably filled up or not. Got to get some.
We've
They
got a
usually
couple
charge.
coming around here, and I probably should go to them. I mean, they've had,
Yeah.
you know, some mainstream known artists that have worked for Marvel and other things that come by, just different. It's amazing, but I just I want to support local, but right now it's just like, yeah, the convention thing's not for me. To go to go. If I go to one, I'd like to go to a good one, and meet maybe some people I met in the past, like Steve Root or Jim Shooter or somebody like that I'd like to see again.
Yeah,
And then
Absolutely.
some of them have passed away sadly that I met, like George Perez, but they kind of got me loving comics. But and
Yeah,
sadly,
John
there's a bunch of
Romita
greats we'll
Sr.
never. Yeah, John Romita Sr. passed away. You
Wow.
you
that was
you,
a
you like
heartbreaker, man.
Yeah,
yeah, he was a
That guy put a body of
nice guy.
work out that was just amazing.
he was.
Mhm.
I was fortunate enough to meet him, and he signed a couple of books for me. It's really cool.
Really.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When I met him in '85, I bought 4 Golden Age comics because I wanted, and I didn't realize that John Romita that was some of his early work for Atlas, I think 1952. And the reason I picked it
Wow.
is that it had Captain America, Bucky, which he drew, Human Torch and Toro, and Submariner all in one issue. It's called Young Men Comics. They did like 6 issues there. And then there was one called, I think, Men Comics or something. And there was like 2 issues that were kind of like all that grouping of superheroes in there. But I had him sign those 4, and he was like, his wife was with him, and he said, "Look, Virginia, this was back in the '80s when it was Artist Row you could actually meet and spend time. I was the only person there for him,
Wow.
and
That's great.
and he got to sign and just had time looking in a shaded corner there and just looking through there and going, "Look, Virginia, we were dating when I did this work," and it was neat to just see him become a young artist again, looking at his, some of the earliest stuff he did for Marvel, Atlas, and reliving the memories, looking at that early art. It was really cool, and sharing it with his wife, that was pretty cool. And then the next year he showed up with his son, and that was pretty neat.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
But
I bet
he seemed like a genuinely nice guy.
he is. I met him. JR 97. He signed an X-Men comic with Cyclops being wrapped by an octopus. That cover right there. He
Yeah.
drew that one. Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, I think it was X-Men 211.
Oh,
I can't remember what issue.
oh yeah, I
was.
really like that one. That one's a good one.
That was great. He signed up
That's
for me.
different for X-Men.
Cool.
You know, it's
Yeah,
not
it
every day you
was.
get wrapped up in the tentacles of an octopus, you know, if you're an X-Men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Psyblast the octopus itself.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Shadowhawk talks. Hello.
Hey,
Sorry
Shadowhawk.
it's so late. That's
He's
okay.
been grilling.
Thanks for
He's been grilling. Grilled some
your
chicken
grill
legs earlier.
master.
Yeah.
Chicken legs.
He,
Nice.
and I mean, he grills almost every night in the summer.
A lot of people are. It's
Yeah.
Father's Day weekend. That's right.
You ever had grilled pizza though? I don't know if I think I've actually tried that with a frozen pizza.
Well, you put barbecue sauce on it, you just grill it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm not
Sprinkle on
afraid
it.
of barbecue sauce and pizza.
Nice.
Some say that you wouldn't mix that. I think most people have a problem with pineapple on pizza though. I don't.
I don't. I really don't.
Yeah,
I
It's
got
not a
okay.
big fan.
I mean, yeah, pineapple's like, I don't order it, but if someone orders it, says it, hey man, here's some pizza with pineapple on it, I'm gonna eat it.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
I'm a pepperoni and pineapple. That's a good combo. It's my opinion.
Yeah, I like ham and pineapple. I like that whole Hawaiian
That's
thing.
good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
You going to do anything special for 4th of July? I know that's a little bit off, but
Oh no, man. Let's see. Father's Day's tomorrow. We went and watched the Flash movie today for my Father's
How
Day.
was
That
it?
was my Father's Day present. Hey, you know what? It was pretty good. It was honestly really good.
I heard
I
the
was kind of
last
impressed.
hour is the best part of it.
Yeah, no, it's a good show. I was like, I was
Thank
thinking
goodness.
Shazam again, kind of thing. Like, oh, it's gonna be silly, but
Did you
it was
watch the
pretty
second
good.
Shazam? Did you watch
I
the
have
second?
not even seen the second Shazam. Was it any good?
I haven't seen it, but I heard it wasn't as good as the first one.
The
Yeah, and
reviews,
that's
yeah,
what I was
yeah.
kind of afraid.
Yeah.
I was gonna wait it out.
Yeah.
I kind of see what
exactly.
they're trying to do with the first appearance of Shazam. You know, in the first movie, a little lighter
Yeah.
fare. You know, maybe appeal to a younger audience as well. But
Yeah.
that's something very hard to pull off. You know,
Right,
because
especially
just
especially with Shazam, because he's like, Wiz Comics. He's way back there, back in the
Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel.
Yeah, he's
It's the
he's
original
an
Captain
old
Marvel.
character. He should be
Yes.
They should be focusing on us old guys. They
And-
should. I mean,
Exactly.
They should have Lucy Liu, but she should be a little bit, little show some cleavage.
Yes.
I'd probably go.
Modern, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought the second Shazam movie would have,
Rob.
if they ever are going to make a Shazam movie, it should be Shazam versus
Shameless.
Black Adam. That's a
Right.
no-brainer right
That's
there.
the no-brainer. No-brainer.
People would go see that just on
I
Star
would watch that.
Power,
Yeah.
especially if you had The Rock. Did you see Black
The
Adam
Rock?
at all?
I have not. Oh
Hey,
shit!
what the
There he
hell-
is. Yeah, wait a minute. There you go. Sorry,
We're-
you're right.
He's on a seesaw internet.
Oh, sorry,
We
Rob. You're
keep
kind
going
of going. Ah.
Did you see Black Adam, Rod?
I did like. I liked Black Adam. That was just fine. It was a pretty good
Oh,
movie.
good.
There's some good action scenes in there. The Rock did great.
Oh, nice.
That's only because you look like the main actor.
That's right. That's right.
excellent.
He stole my hairstyle for that movie. I heard. He said, "I want to be a little more
Anytime,
like
Rob,
Rob,
you
and I'm
want
going to take
me to shut
that
up. Just
hairstyle."
tell me to shut up. You know, some of the most successful guys in the CG movement are bald. You got
Graham
Graham
Nolan,
Nolan, you got
Andy
Andy
Smith.
Smith. You got a bunch of them out there that are
Ethan Van
highly
Sciver.
popular that are fully bald.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Aaron Lepresti, right?
Presti.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Another giants of CG.
Future
That's
CG
right.
king here, folks.
Ha.
Yeah, exactly. Have you ever worked? Have you ever
I
worked
can
for the
barely
big?
run my computer sometimes.
Have you ever worked for the big two, Rob?
No, I probably have one of their rejection letters floating around here, though. I have a rejection
Yeah.
letter from
I have
DC,
a few of those.
Image, Dark Horse is around here somewhere too.
Nice.
So I have
I
a
like.
lot of rejection letters. Back when rejection letters were, a big thing. When you actually sent some stuff, and then you'd wait for a letter, and you'd be like, ah,
I was
and you'd be
kept
like,
it.
Yeah,
I
you
kept
had to
mine.
yeah, I have
you
mine.
had to
I have
send it
mine.
through the
Yeah.
mail, didn't you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
Didn't have
Yeah.
to scan it. We didn't have scanners back
I
then. The
wonder
old
how
days.
much was actually
No,
lost back in the day when like Jack Kirby or other artists like that had to mail in their work all the time. How much was actually lost? And then they're
could you
behind all of a
imagine?
sudden.
Can you imagine finding some old Jack Kirby stuff in like an old mailbox somewhere, like
Ooh.
like
Yeah.
to the wrong
Yeah.
address, and you're like, and
Kirby or
like a
I do.
letter
We
from
do
a.
not advocate federal crimes, folks. But now, I do have a similar story, Rob. When I went to college out here at the university, I kid you not, in the audience, hanging up in the hallway with all the students going by and not paying attention, was a Monet. And I mentioned it to Elsie, my good friend in Tennessee, and he mentioned to the dean. And that day, it was taken off the wall and never seen again. But yeah,
Oh my
there
god!
was a Monet right
wow.
there. You could have picked a good time and taken it off the wall and walked it right out of the door at any time, at any point. I could have retired at
Wow,
like 20.
you could have. All right,
Monet.
I'm out of here. I don't need
Yeah.
this place.
Yeah.
Yes, I need my
Found it at a
education.
flea market. I don't know
Monet.
what the university's talking about, but
Yeah,
yeah.
they
Can you
must be
believe
smart.
a multi-million-dollar painting just hanging up there
That's
next to
like
students' work and other things? It's just
free as a bird.
probably donated.
That's
Somebody hung
crazy.
it up
Well, that
there and
Monet
forgot
student's
about
pretty
it. And
good.
you, yeah, I still remember. It was overall white painting. He used a lot of white, and it was probably about this size. Nice little canvas. But
That's
Wow.
crazy.
like maybe a missed opportunity. I don't know. I always question that one. I was honest. That's all I can say. I was
Life
clear
of
conscious.
a
I
future
don't know
life
if
of
the
art
dean
crime.
does or anybody else. I don't know where the painting went, but hopefully to a more
Nice.
secure spot.
I hope so. Like a
Mhm.
safe.
Yeah.
You have to actually just put it around glass or something and make sure no one steals it, or maybe not even have it there. I don't. What would they do at a museum? They at least have one of those laser beam type security alarms
Right.
Oh yeah.
and lights flickering off, alert signals and sirens. And
It's
oh god, they went
impossible to
again.
steal it at that point.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like I
good
said,
here.
seesaw. Getting.
Yeah,
Are you on
you're
your
in an outer
phone? What are
limit
you on,
state.
Rob? You on a tablet?
He's on his phone on Straight Talk.
Okay.
Oh, straight talk. That explains it. Yeah.
No,
Not the
I'm just
best.
kidding. I'm on my phone, but it's like battery's low, so I don't know. It's
Oh,
some weird
oh,
stuff.
plug your phone. Did you have your phone charger?
Yeah, I am. I'm gonna go get a charger here in a second.
Ah, yeah, excellent. There you go.
What will we
Cool.
do? We can't fill in. Wait, I gotta think of something.
Yeah.
We got
Talk
stuff.
amongst yourselves. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
I'll
I think
show
today,
my world's finest number 6 again.
do it. Let's show this. Show it off.
Yeah, I mean, one of my pride and joys.
That's nice. It's beautiful.
Great
cover.
patriotic.
That's
this.
something I would
96
I would
pages,
actually draw.
cardboard cover. Tootsie Roll,
Cardboard cover. Is it one
Cardboard
staple
cover,
holding
yeah.
it together?
No, it's square bound. It's printed on the binding there.
Oh, it's square brown. Really?
It's square bound. 96 big pages. Number
Wow.
6, a summer issue. They were called like America's Best or something, World's Best Comics, and they were afraid of being sued. So actually, this is the 4th issue that is called World's Finest Comics, but it's issue
Okay.
6. A nice
wow.
World War II, 1942 patriotic summer issue. Big.
What's the
96
price
big
tag on
page.
it? What's the price
Well,
tag?
when I bought it, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago, maybe less. I paid $145.19 for it. It does have a detached cover. If I
Really?
were to get it graded, it could grade up as high as 3.5 for a detached cover, believe it or not.
Okay. So at the
And
time,
but
was it
now I don't
priced
know
as
what.
was
Oh,
it
oh,
priced like
15
10
cents.
cents?
15
15
cents since it
cents?
was big. Regular issues were 10
Wow.
cents. But yeah, they
Wow. How
started out
cool
at
is that?
15.
Mike Walters, hey.
Hey, Mike.
Apex Comics Double Fire Momentum. Hey guys, drop in, like, share, and say hi, Rex. Did you tell Apex about your stint as my co-host last night? Oh, you're a
Oh,
co-host.
no, but I
Nice.
was co-host over there with Mike, and Shadowhawk filled in with me. We pulled a trick on him, said I had to go to work, which initially I thought I did, and
Oh,
uh,
okay.
yeah, I was called out. I was rained out, so yeah, I was able to do it. We scheduled this a while back, and
Nice.
Shadowhawk Talk says RT Bear has it's a rug, folks. Sorry to tell you.
Our,
So
he's not
there
wearing a
we go.
rug, is he? Our
We
two bears. Does he have?
uh,
Is he wearing? Does he have a
I don't know.
toupee? I didn't know that. I thought it
That
was real hair.
that's a gentleman I would love to ink something, but he's so busy.
I
But
would. I
an
mean, I have.
awesome inker and artist
I
has
agree.
black and white, and
Yes. The Chrome Mechanics, which I bought $1 off of.
yeah,
That's a great deal.
Geronimo, Draws launched a new campaign,
Oh, he
Blood
did.
Realm. Yeah,
Ooh, blood round.
I can share that while
Do
Rob's
that.
getting his cord.
I think Dale
Uh,
Keown is actually has Pit Omnibus
oh yeah,
launched
that's
today.
when.
Today,
Oh, that's going to be massive. We need to check in with
it's
that.
gonna make $1 million. It's gonna make a million. It's
If,
easily. It's got to be.
well, maybe,
I hope
maybe
so.
we'll see.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
mark it down, folks. 15. He says a million, so
I bet it's
if it
gonna make $1 million.
underperforms, it's you know,
Yeah.
$1,592, 26 backers in about a day here. So looking pretty good for Blood Realm.
Looks good.
This he has t-shirts, chaos bundle with a bunch of stuff. He's got
Oh, look
banners,
at that.
uh,
Oh, he's got
uh,
flags,
he's got
banners, and
flags,
stuff.
right?
Wow.
Yep. Sketch card commission. He can do that. He's got back issue bundle, Iron Wolf bundle, with t-shirt and stuff. He's got cloth a
Oh,
map
wow.
down here. Look at that. Uh,
Huh.
it
Wow, nice map.
That is.
Yeah. Now that's world building for you, isn't it?
No crap.
He's pulling a Rennie.
11 by 17, high quality cloth map, and it has like map comes rolled and tied with a leather strap. So how cool is that?
Oh,
You got
Shellhawk
this cover
says,
commission.
yeah.
Okay.
Shellhawk says, not quite. Dale announced Pit Omnibus is postponed today. Oh, so sad. I would love to see that the numbers go up on that thing.
Now on
It will. You know it will.
4 o'clock Shadow Monday, we have Russ Leach. Only Death Can Save Us. This character here that
Oh yeah, look at that.
Robert drew kind of reminds me of his Death character.
Oh, it does.
Cool one.
Yeah, any skull-like character, right? And then there's the alternate cards there with his characters. I think I have one of those.
Jeez. That's really cool.
I really like this piece. I actually thought this was a cloaked figure.
I thought it was
with a bird on its shoulder.
Oh, it does.
It's a wolf head.
Because that looks like this is like the cloak.
Looks like a cloak, and the dude's like
he's reaching out for you. He's doing this.
Like I'm gonna get you, mother. And then
it's the nose of the wolf right here.
The white flecks at the bottom of that wolf are good effects, man. That's nice.
I like that.
Of course, he's doing black, white, and red. Color scheme in all these, and
save money.
Quite effective actually.
Yeah, good stuff, man.
Yeah, the new campaign launched last night, so we're glad that's doing well.
To get Shellhawk appears again, yes.
So if you do a project, Rob, have you decided? Are Are you going to go with Indiegogo, Kickstarter, or Fund My Comic, or somewhere else?
I
Have you
think that
decided?
Max Olson wants to go with Fund My Comic with his Melvins now.
Good
I think
choice.
That's where I'm
I
going.
haven't. Is that
Yeah.
is it good? Because I haven't
That-
really decided.
I
I mean,
plan
I
on
have
doing it.
I have some on Indiegogo, and I think I made $25 or something, and then it was like
Oh,
this. It was almost like I got shadow banned or something. Because I swear I was like, I put it out, launched it, it was like dead in the water, nothing. Like my friends couldn't
oh,
find it. It was crazy. I didn't know what was going
shadow
on.
band. That's
Yeah. Yeah, you had to have a
slow.
direct link to find it. I couldn't find Andy Smith's Kozor. When he came on, he graciously gave me the link so I could find
Yeah,
the campaign. It's crazy. And that's almost $100,000 campaign
that's
Yeah.
for him.
crazy.
Oh my God. Oh,
I think he was like at 88,000. So, I'm
that's
sure,
pretty good.
and that's shadow banned. That's shadow banned.
That's ridiculous.
That's
Mm.
Yeah.
mods sharing it out on Twitter and him doing his part, sharing that direct link, because you can't do a search. You can't just randomly see it up there. It's pretty sad. It's kind of hit and miss
Yeah.
too. You don't know if you're gonna get shadow banned or not.
Yeah,
Or
and
at what
and
time.
it is hit and miss. It's hit and miss because sometimes I'll go scrolling through. I'm like, I'm gonna find a good indie artist out there that's then just gonna blow me out of the next Jim Lee. I'm gonna find that mother on Indiegogo, and
All
I'll
right.
find a cover, and I'll be like, oh my god, that's the most professional cover. And then I'll look at the inside of the stuff, and I'm like, no one does interiors or something, because these covers are top-notch pro, and the insides look like 12-year-old, and it's
like
crazy. I
like
don't
Cal
understand.
art
A,
students.
a lot of people can do. A lot of people can do a nice cover, but when it
Yeah.
comes to sequential artwork, that's a whole nother matter, Rob.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
you have to be
Yeah.
able to depict just about anything the writer can think up, right?
yeah, and I think that's where the art form is. And we grew up old school. That was the art. The art was what grabbed me in the books.
That's right.
The
Yeah.
stories,
Me-
the stories. If the art was good, the story was better. I always thought so.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah,
Yeah. You'll do
yeah.
better
I
on
love.
Fun My Comic. Very creator friendly.
One of the
Agreed.
first stories I read was probably from a young Jim Shooter that was probably 13 or 14, 15 when he wrote it. And it was
Yeah,
one of the best Legion stories he ever wrote. In fact, he actually drew some of that Legion stuff himself. He can draw a little bit.
Huh.
You don't look
I
at
didn't know
Jim
that.
Shooter as an artist, but he has done some stuff when he was younger. I don't know if he's continued that. If
well,
I ever meet him, I'd like to
I
ask
think in
him.
the late '80s and '90s, you kind of had to have your foot in everything. If you were writing, you had to know how to draw. Had to know how to write a little bit. You had to kind of
Well, it was
get a
the
bullpen
independent
together.
explosion, wasn't it? I mean, it was like
Mm-hmm.
no
Was
other time in comics. You had Pacific Comics, Eclipse Comics, Kamiko, First Comics. The list went on and on and on, and then Image came around. But
Malibu.
Yeah,
Malibu, just a whole host. You
Malibu
can't
was
even
good.
name the
Yeah,
different publishers that came out. You had the Teenage Mutant Ninja stuff that was out there. You had Don Chin publishing his Radioactive Black Belt Hamsters and other stuff. I mean,
right.
it was quite a
Yeah,
time for black and white comics, especially. There was a lot of people at
that's
least
right. Because you remember the Tick was black
dipping their
and white
toe.
before it was big. The Tick was a
Mhm.
good comic book.
Hey, Mike Taylor.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Doc Blaylock's who did the story for doing some work for me. His favorite character, and he says, "Why do I like the Tick? Because he's as strong as he needs to be." And we talked about that one day. If he went up against Galactus, he could beat
Yeah,
Galactus. He could beat
Strong.
anybody.
yeah,
He could
yeah.
beat Superman because his power. He may be stupid and dumb and a little ridiculous, but he's as powerful as he needs to be. He'll win out in the end. That was Doc's logic of it.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Absolutely.
that's a good superpower to have. You're as strong as you need to be.
There you go.
I got this in the mail the other day. Yes,
Oh yeah. Ooh,
Baffling
nice.
Mysteries. Yeah, Super 7. This is like the pre-code horror comics action figures. This is the seaweed
Cool.
monster
Isn't that
from
cool?
this.
The reaction.
I love it.
Did you order that, or
reaction.
did it come in the
I
mail?
ordered it. I ordered it, and it came in the mail a couple of days later.
Okay.
I didn't get the 4-pack because
Or
this radium guy was sold out. This guy was sold out right here.
yeah,
Guy
these
with
are
his melting
wildly
face.
popular. Isn't that something?
That's great. That
They
is
take these
great.
old one-shot story characters and make them into little
It's
Kenner
beautiful.
type figures with the
It's a
great
great
artwork.
idea, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
it is. Yeah.
That's awesome.
It kind of reminds me of the Mego days. Did you have any Megos, Rob, or were you too young
No,
for Mego?
I don't think so.
The
No,
only
I never.
Megos I had was I had some Planet of the Apes,
I
and I had
one.
and I still have one of them. That may have been the only one I had, and then all the Star Trek ones, most of them.
Yes. Probably the reason
And
I was
Mego's
drawn.
still going strong today.
Black and white. Yeah.
TNT Comics early, love black and white art. Yeah, you get to
Know it,
see the
man.
detailing. You know.
Absolutely.
I was
Yeah.
looking. I was on like archive.org or something the other day, and I was looking at all the old Erie comic books because I can just look at them. You know, I don't
That's
have to go
great.
search them out. My God, that art was amazing.
They
Jeez,
were.
though, just the
Jimmy
quality,
Craig, Johnny Craig, you know,
my God,
Yeah.
La La
EC
Land.
Comics, you know, before pre-code.
Jeez.
Yeah.
What's these other guys? God, what's
Do
his-
you buy
Bernard-
archives and things like that, collections of the old
No,
stuff? To
not really. I buy like books when I grew up. If I could find an old book that I had when I was a kid, or
Mhm.
not a kid, when I was younger,
You're talking
like
a
20s.
comic.
Like I bought
book,
a pit number 2 the other day for like $5, and it was in
Oh,
really
wow.
good shape, and
What a deal!
people didn't know
Yeah.
what it was. So
Fan Expo splash page comics. Where do they have a splash splash page? Where do they have the Fan Expo? Was it in town today? I didn't know that. I didn't get word of that.
there was one in Philadelphia last week. I don't know.
Harlenberg was telling me that he's from Philadelphia. He's telling me, yeah, man, whenever you guys can come in check out my booth. I'm like, oh, whenever I get the get the money to go down there or up there, it'll be
Right?
quite nice. Yeah.
Yeah, Philly.
Dallas. Oh, okay.
Oh,
That was
well,
a
Dallas
Dallas.
is still a trip from Lubbock, man. That's still
Yes,
a
it
trip.
is. Yeah. I love all the old and new ink slingers. You know who you are. Oh, yeah, the ink slingers, definitely. You inkers
Yeah.
out there.
You know what that is, right?
Oh, well, let me see that. What is that? Oh, yes, the
Oh.
first Dale Keown comic book
Cover and
from
art, and from
from
Air Cell, one of those '80s black and
Air
whites
Cell.
we were talking about. But now
Yes.
I never saw his stuff in Samurai, but I saw it in Dragon Ring. He did some Dragon Ring stuff for Air Cell.
They did.
That was the first Del
Yep.
Keown stuff I'd seen.
Dragon Force after that. That was good. They did like
Dragon Force was good. Yeah,
four-
I liked Air
15.
Cell.
issues. Yeah, it's good.
That was a fun time, and there was many comics too. I went up to Chicago, and they had like Cynical Man artists. Was there.
Yeah,
That was a
cigars.
big one, and actually they did Eclipse did a full size Cynical Man, just regular comic size. But he came out in mini comics. They would do the mini comics. Apex and I and Hex are going to do a mini comic. Just now, Apex has made a bunch of them, but
Yeah,
I
wanna
never
make
have, and I
I
would
want to
like
make
to
an
do that.
ash can, but Apex's
Yes.
mini comics are like this, man.
Trading card size, man. I'll show you. Oh,
Yeah.
I got.
And
yeah,
they're
these
legible.
My eyes-
That's
my
what's
eyes aren't
wild
that
about it,
good.
Rod.
package.
Well, I
of
got
these
my
too.
ass
No,
can
I
out
mean
of the
they're
way, as you
beautiful.
know.
I just
Thank you. Let me see yours. Oh yeah.
I was
You got
watching your YouTube video on how you make them. I was like, oh man, that's pretty cool. I must
It is.
say.
It's a fun time, man. You get a
I-
32 pager and then you get a 28 pager. There you go.
At some point, you know, we've got to do a digest size. Remember the little digest
Yes, I would
Yeah.
love
used to
to.
come
I want to
out
see
with?
that. Yeah, put that up
And
there.
these
Let's-
were 100 pagers. These are a couple of the
yeah,
early
man.
ones. You can tell by the
Yeah,
price.
and
They
then-
started out at 95 cents, and
Right?
by the end of it, they were about like $1.75. But Archie,
And then
if you
Minga
check
stole
your
our
grocery
idea and took it
checkout,
for their own.
yeah,
I've seen,
I
yeah,
love
I've
this
been saying that.
format.
I've been looking at some of the Reader's Digest. They still put them out. I mean, I see digest pages
Mhm.
like Health Magazine, that size for like what is this, $5.99 to $7.49 for each one. I'm like, yeah, I can imagine putting my stuff out in a grocery, one of those grocery chains. I have to get in
That'd be
touch with
great.
the marketer or whoever.
Now, Rob,
It's
are you know, if you release something, you crowd fund it, are you thinking Shotskis, stretch goals, or are you just thinking book first, or do you have some things in mind that
I
kind of go
just
with the
bought.
campaign?
I was gonna do some um, bookmarkers, like like yours, Devil
Magnets are
Flyer. I
great.
liked yours, man.
let's see your magnets. I'll put those up.
And I was gonna
Yeah,
do
magnets.
stickers too
Oh shit,
in
what's
some
your magnets?
places.
Oh,
Yeah, how do you?
uh,
Where do you
uh,
order your magnets from? You got to send me that link, man.
Oh, yeah, it's in an Indiegogo. It's a campaign. You get the magnets with the
They printed
magic.
Yeah,
everything
those
up
are
for me.
nice.
They they printed up trading cards. They printed my trading cards up for me.
Oh, let's see
They
those
printed.
trading cards there,
Uh,
folks.
I could have
Yeah,
went with for the promos. I'm going to go with rounded edges, like but
Playing card.
I'll do some square edge ones when they're not like promo cards. But they
sweet.
printed up a couple different cards for me. Did the cover uh, from the ash can. Oops, I'm
Nice.
grabbing my Avengers #1 price color guide, or not
Sweet.
Avengers 1, Avengers 4. Sorry about that. Yeah, this is on a trading card as well, and this was a proof, and it convinced me, Rob, to go with magazine size, because I like it to lay flat. That way you can do a double page spread very easily,
Yeah,
and there is one in here right at the beginning after the splash page. Uh, and I
I
just
like that.
liked
Yeah, that was a good one. That's
Yeah,
a
he drew
love
it
it.
to scale. He drew that story uh the size of a comic book, so that we wouldn't have any issues with the printer, and we didn't. Uh, Drew it with it being black and white in mind, you know. So it just was very happy with the scale of it once they sent me this proof, and I said, oh yeah, I got to go magazine size, from a little ash can to magazine size. But so Devil Flyer will be
Absolutely.
magazine size, and I have Dillard's done one. I'm inking on the wraparound cover. I don't know if you've caught any of those ink streams, but we have the heroes on the front there, which I'm slowly but surely inking, and then
It's good,
there's
man.
and
I
I
like it.
also Peter Palmetti is also inking this wraparound
Ooh,
cover.
really?
But
Hot
I
damn.
had the originals, so I thought I would try my hand at inking. But I really like the villains, how they're coming along. We got Cy Marco there with the machine gun, and the clown killer, and Slaver, and Dirty Joe. Just a lot of great characters there, and I really like the villains. Uh, I think it's coming along pretty good. Uh,
Yeah,
but
it's very cool.
and then here's a card I got that Big did for me.
Aha.
Sort of the
Devil Flyer.
original,
very cool.
a
I
take on
like it.
more of the original helmet design that I had in mind. He's gonna switch looks, because there is a difference in the way that John drew him. He kind of deviated from my original design, and
Okay.
most people have said they
Oh,
like this design or something close akin to that. It was more like a Doctor
Damn
Fate or
artists,
Rome.
they just do what they want.
Yeah, with
yeah.
John, he always kind of changes things. That's the only way. That's the only thing that's kind of different, about John, is he puts his own take on it, and that's not always good. You have to stay on model.
Yeah, you kind of did.
So I think that's why we've not worked through the years more together. He kind of had his ideals and everything. I kind of had
Not sure.
mine, but he did a trading card that was featured in the ash can there. Did a wonderful job on that. Can't wait to see that in a trading card. He was very happy with the quality of the printing. I was too. Probably use them again, but here's the trading card that people be getting. One of the trading cards there with him kneeling and the
Nice.
trident and power
Nice.
and stuff. So
Oh, let me see that. Hold up. Show it again.
okay,
Oh,
and I like
yeah.
the gray toning and stuff on it. You know.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Very cool.
Oh yeah.
Yep, and he'll have a cover on the campaign. But we're slowly but surely getting it all together. Rob, I hope to put you to work soon this year.
Yeah, put me to work.
Yeah. I have
That's
a
right.
werewolf story in mind for you. You like werewolves and mummies and things like that?
I do.
Yeah. Okay.
I do.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, man.
And that story's already laid out. It's called Second Skin, and so it would be in Devil Flyer #1 if you're interested. I'd like to love your style.
Oh shoot, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And you're gonna have to do me a Devil Flyer. I'm thinking about you for Devil Flyer #2.
That would be great. I'll do
doing-
that.
Nice.
I'll do
Doing
that.
doing the Devil Flyer story, because eventually all the 6 stories are going to become one story. You know, I'm eliminating a story per issue till we get to issue 6, the climax of the overarching. You know, I have sub stories along the way, but there is an overarching. You know, the overarching theme is all about Devil Flyer.
Oh yeah.
And eventually he'll meet all these heroes and villains and stuff. You know, so it's all kind of centered around him and his story, his kind of tragic story. Born in 1899, fought in World War I and World War II. He's an interesting character. He's kind of my Doctor Strange, I guess, with the wings, Hawkman, Spawn type character. I guess it's kind of how I looked at him when I created him. Little Nightcrawler in there because he has got the devil's tail. You know.
Sure. The trident.
You know. But the reason Devil
Can't go
Flyer,
wrong with Nightcrawler, honestly.
yeah,
absolutely.
Nightcrawler's a good, solid design. Dave Cockrum, I often leave him out, but he was like Jack Kirby. He was like too few artists actually that really create a lot of characters, but he did a lot of. I don't know that he created a lot of characters, but he did a lot of costume designs, especially for like the X-Men and Legion of Superheroes. So, you know, and he did create some of the new X-Men, right? Co-create with
Of course he did. Yeah.
with Chris Claremont.
Yeah. In fact, Lynn Wein actually came up. Yeah. Lynn Wein worked on the first few issues of the X-Men, the Giant Size X-Men #1, of course, the 94, 95. I think Conqueror came in around, I can't remember what issue number, but it was around around 98, I think.
Yeah, really, really early, I thought.
Yeah. I think, somewhere in there. Yeah, of course, the Dark Phoenix saga, fantastic.
To me, that's just that's just the pinnacle of comics. I have the ones that Shadowhawk sent me from his collection.
Nice.
I traded him some artwork, and this is 124.
Oh, let me look at that. Oh yeah, Colossus,
first
one of Arcade's Arcade's henchmen. He's a proletariat.
Oh, was he?
The proletariat.
Okay, I didn't.
Yeah,
it's
the
been
proletariat.
Wow, if I've ever read that story. 126.
Oh, I have that one. That's good.
Burst through cover. I think this is the first appearance of
Proteus, isn't it?
Frost, isn't it? Oh, is it Proteus?
It's Proteus, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Proteus was I think it was the issue after this, 127, my first X-Men. For a couple years, I did not see X-Men anywhere, and finally I went into a grocery store and found it. Here's a nice Phoenix cover.
It's
I'm not sure who did this one, if it's Terry Austin
or if that's Dave Cockrum, Terry Austin, I think. Yeah.
Oh, you think
I would
so?
say so.
Is that
Yeah.
so?
Yeah. It's
It's
Cockrum,
okay.
yeah.
Well,
Oh,
maybe
dude,
Dave Cockrum with Terry Austin
that
inks.
Havoc looks like it.
Yeah. I recognize the positioning of the figures. The Cockrum has
129.
them crouched down a little bit. Ooh, yeah, that's Byrne for sure.
John
Yeah.
Byrne,
Byrne.
actually. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A wonderful issue here where he goes up against the Hellfire Club for
Oh,
a
yeah.
Wolverine cover. You know,
Classic Byrne.
a lot of
That's
action going on there, you know.
Yes.
John Byrne starting out at Charlton of all places. Kind of sort
Hey,
of
Marco. Yeah.
134. These are just
Yes.
classic
Yes.
books.
He did.
Actually, when Jean Grey died, Rob, I cried. And I've talked to
Oh,
one other
yeah.
person
Well,
that
yeah.
said
I mean,
it would
Oh, yeah.
they had been building up to that story for like 2 years.
They have. Ah, that's beautiful.
This is a homage, right? A tribute cover, really, to Neil
X-Men
Adams.
issue,
Remember?
yeah, issue
Destroying the
65, was it? No, wait, it's
logo.
56.
That was with the living monolith, wasn't it?
Yeah, the living pharaoh. Yeah, or
Uh-huh.
monolith. It ends up being the monolith after that.
136. I
Yeah.
know these are kind of out of order, probably, but
Oh,
they say, Rob, that this
oh,
is
that's beautiful.
they say that this is the most used trope in comics is
Right,
a
that-
figure holding another figure.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Crisis on Infinite Earth number.
Superman,
it's
Supergirl. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's been used so much.
Absolutely.
You could go back to Mary holding Christ, couldn't you? The Pieta.
Yep. The
Yeah.
Pieta.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is iconic, and it's been riffed a few times.
Yes.
Yeah. That was
Believe it.
nice.
Hey, Joseph Dredd.
Yeah, I always liked the magenta, in printing.
I like that.
Young
Right.
Kitty Pryde here. I'm going to join the X-Men.
Ah, look at there. Yeah.
She was
140.
one of my she was one of my favorite characters. She was
Yeah, I
just
like her.
yeah.
Like what's her dragon's name?
Lockheed.
Lockheed.
Lucky.
Lockheed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the jet. Lucky. Yeah.
I liked Excalibur. Excalibur was a good book. Oh, nice.
Yo, the
Wendigo.
Indigo. Yeah. You think she's going to get out of the way? I don't know.
She's gonna get scratched.
Wow.
I think.
And then Wolverine in the brown and yellow ochre
Oh,
tan,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
a great color for him.
And I think this is definitely a Terry Austin cover there with Kitty.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's a big Popeye collector. Did you know that? He loves Popeye.
Terry Austin? I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That's
I mean,
wild.
when he really sees a Popeye collectible that might be expensive or something, I'm saying he's got a few of those X-Men
Yeah.
pages. I hear he'll bring one out and sell it for a lot of money when he needs, this is a Terry
wow.
Austin
That's awesome.
cover here.
Yes.
I didn't
Yeah,
like
I
that as
remember
well
that.
as the next one I'm going to show, but then this
Mhm.
one is iconic and hard to beat.
Oh wow.
Days of Future Past.
Oh yes. That's been used a lot too.
That is classic. That is
Yeah.
yeah.
Homage.
I mean, who would not want to buy that for 50 cents,
Yeah, right.
Just good
A few
stuff,
copies.
And Shadowhawk did, and he graciously traded me, for some production artwork and
Oh nice.
stuff like that,
Great
because
trade.
I needed to replace those in my collection.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Well, I
Man,
hope you enjoyed
that's
that
right.
X-Men Memory Lane stuff. Those are just
So
that was such a
fantastic,
great
man.
fun. I mean, Chris
Right.
Claremont, who knew even when we were reading it back then, Rob, that he would be doing X-Men for 20 years. And then Marvel, we're going another direction, kick him off the book. I don't know.
Oh,
Not-
either. No.
I mean, Marvel's about as reliable as Rob's internet is tonight.
All right.
It's horrible. My God. Marvel is bad. And
They're terrible.
it's sad because Marvel is just like
look
I
at-
mean,
what's that?
you grew up on Marvel.
Swamp Thing?
Swamp Thing.
Oh, it's number 10, right? Oh, I love
No,
it.
that's number 9.
9, Bernie
And
Wrightson.
number
Yeah,
10 would be a Bernie Wrightson cover, but Luis
that's
Dominguez got
Redondo.
to draw a Swamp Thing cover,
Oh,
number
really?
11, because
Okay.
I have a production piece
All
by
right.
that. Got some Action Comics number 1 homages here. This
Yeah.
is Action Comics number 800. They're over 1,000 now. Is that a trip? They're
Yeah.
probably coming up on 1,100 though, aren't they?
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
1032, I think. I don't know. Maybe
Spider
more.
Man, Todd
I have
McFarlane.
that one.
Yeah.
Yes. I
And
believe
this
I
is
have
the
that.
direct. That's pretty cool,
I
right?
have that one too.
Feel that little
I have the
box,
Spawn.
Yeah,
306.
that's a
Yeah.
McFarlane. That's a
Yeah.
McFarlane Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It's
Did you
beautiful.
like McFarlane stuff, Rob?
I did, man. He was kind of the guy that got me
Yes.
into art, to comic book art. McFarlane and Jim
Mhm.
Lee. I liked Rob Liefeld too. I mean,
Reprint.
I know he gets a lot of crap about his art, but I liked him.
Yeah, Liefeld's dynamic. He could sell comics. Yeah.
Supergirl and Action
He's holding.
Comics. You know,
Do you have the
number 1.
Spawn holding up the card?
No, I do not. But
Actually, I do. I have that one.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at that.
Different versions of this original cover here. I actually, in my ash can, did an homage to that junkyard scene. And then the
Sweet.
last one here, I think,
Oh, but what is
Superman.
that? That's super. Oh, yeah. It's a different Superman.
Red
It's like,
Superman.
Yeah,
is that one
no,
now?
I forget this character's name. Mr. Majestic.
Mr.
Oh,
Majestic.
okay.
All
Sure.
right.
No,
It's a DC title. Oh,
I don't know if this was originally, some other uh, character or what, but here's a reprint of like out of Catman that Joe Kubert, when he was like 15, 16 years old, very young. One of the first
Kubert?
things he did,
Voltron.
Votan, out of
That's really good.
Catman. He was
Voltron.
a hero that was in the backup of Catman.
So he's a high voltage hero, right?
Nice.
Lightning power.
Yeah, I mean, isn't that amazing? I mean, I was blown away when I found out that Jim Shooter was writing comics when he was like 12, 13 years
13.
old for Legion of Superheroes, because those stories really were so good back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, DC at the time needed a young writer, because these guys came from like World War II comics, 1940s stuff. They want a kid to relate to the other kids. That's why they hired Shooter. To my understanding. I'm like, why not? What a gig at 13.
Yeah. Could you
For a
imagine?
major. Oh, put it up there again, Rex. Wouldn't quite.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh,
These were
Voltron, man.
some of the Catmen there that made the appearance.
that an
The
ash
early
can?
Joe Kubert artwork. Huh?
Oh, that's an ash can, right?
Oh yeah, it is. Well, let's
Looks like
compare
an
it
ash
with,
can.
my
It's
Devil's
fantastic.
Flyer here.
Yeah.
It's actually smaller than
Is it
an ash
really?
can. Check that out.
Oh, like a little
Yep.
mini comic.
It's actually a little smaller. My mini comic will be a little bit shorter than this, but it'll be about this size. Maybe about cut that off. But this is a good size.
Talking about
I'd
maybe
consider this a mini
4x6.
comic, wouldn't you? It's shorter.
Yeah.
It is. It's a
definitely.
mini comic, definitely.
Less than
So
an
yours is
ash
gonna be
can.
on
So
4x6 size, you think? 4x6.
I forget the exact
All right.
dimensions of it, but I can show you a piece of artwork here that's
All right,
I've
let's
done.
see that.
So I'm thinking about this size, and you could tell that's a lot smaller than this Volton, which is smaller than my ash can. But
Wow.
yeah, I'm thinking about something like this. I consider that a mini comic, not trading
course it
card
is.
size, but
No,
No.
it's a mini comic, definitely.
Mhm.
this is a new character I'm excited about that I need to name.
Oh, yeah,
Kind
get
of
a name
like
for it.
that ink character in Batman Beyond,
Oh, okay.
the
Oh,
cartoon.
sure. Yeah.
Ink,
Oh,
the
that's-
female character. Yeah.
ink.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a bizarre character. Crazy
Well,
stuff.
kind of like
So
the
what?
Spot was for Spider-Man, right? The villain, the Spot had spots all
Exactly.
over him.
Yeah.
Looked like a spotted zebra.
Right. So Rob, what
How's
have you been working
how's
on?
your Uber thing coming, Apex?
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Going good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be doing
He's-
some more tonight after I get off of here.
Oh, are you? Wow.
But
Okay.
yeah, so I'm a few more minutes to wrap it up. So let's
So
see.
you just.
Rob,
Yeah. Sure. What's up?
yeah. Do you have anything to show us? Any type of recent artwork or anything like that? Or?
Well, shoot. Um.
Marco says, "Rest
Well,
in peace, John Romita
what did you
Sr."
guys? What did Max show today? I didn't get to watch it all. I was cooking spaghetti through all of those,
Okay.
all that stuff. But yeah, I'm working on
spaghetti.
Melvin Zero with Max Olson.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
So,
you knocked it out of the park, bro.
Yeah,
On that
man.
project,
did you
it
get to see
looks
that? Did
bright.
you get to see this stuff, Apex?
I
Today?
haven't
He
seen it.
showed
You on it?
several pages today on the show.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think I missed your show. Oh, wait, look
Ooh,
at that.
yeah, look at that.
Oh, there you go. That's a sweet
Now, is he
cover.
going to release it like that? Because he had a colored version
That's
up
good.
on the
He had a colored version of the cover that he
other
sent
cover.
me.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Good
I
job,
hope you
man.
do it in black and white, though. That's
It's
I
nice.
think he wants to keep it in black and white, which is nice, you know.
Oh yeah, man. Good job.
I should be receiving
yeah.
issue 1 and 2 here pretty soon in the mail. I'm excited to read those because, and then back number 3 because 3 looks, he just keeps leveling up every time.
Is it on
and-
Find My Comic right now?
What's that?
Is Melvin on?
It
Find
hasn't
My-
launched yet. Hopefully, we'll get to
Okay.
launch it on my channel.
I think he has 1 and 2 on Indiegogo, but I don't think they're. I think they may be sold out or something because
I don't know if he's taking it
they're
down
hard
or
to
not.
order
I
right
know
now.
He's taken down too.
I-
Yeah.
Well,
He's
now
taking it
I'm
down.
not sure about that because I said about fulfillment, and I think he hasn't taken it down till fulfillment ends, and he's getting toward the end of fulfillment. So you might be able to go over there and get a copy of 1 and 2. Of course, like on every campaign, if you do miss it, you might want to hit number 3 up because it looks, and it has 5 pages done by you, right, Rob?
Nice.
Yeah. And like I said, that's a quirky little story.
Kind of a droid story, isn't it?
It's a droid story. Some aliens. Some aliens come to Earth and like steal the brains out of some. There's like page 1.
Oh, there you go, Apex.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Let me open it up.
show.
Blow that
Let
thing.
me open it up a little bit.
Let me see
Okay.
that.
That's page 1 of that one.
Oh, there you go. Love it.
Some aliens coming, but yeah. Olsen, Max Olsen has a quirky sense of humor, so that's kind of fun to play off of.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Now, are you doing the lettering on that or just the art?
I have not heard. He has not told me.
Okay.
I keep asking him. I'm like, hey, let's do. You ready for lettering on that 5? He said, hold off. So I don't know. I'll do it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Now, how do you letter? You do it digitally somehow?
I do it digitally, and I letter not as well on my.
Can we see some of your lettering? Have you got anything with the lettering that you've done?
Yeah.
Perhaps. I guess we could look in your comics. Did you do the lettering on your comics?
Well, I do those digitally.
Oh,
but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, that's what it looks like. Yeah.
Have you ever done the old school traditional lettering?
Sure, I have my triangle and my T-square, and somewhere around here I probably have my lettering guide too. So yeah,
The Ames lettering
there you
guide.
go. I got a couple of those.
Oh yeah.
This.
Yeah.
Those
I've
are
got one.
Letters of this.
Those are rocket. You have to be a rocket science to figure those out the first couple of days, but once you get it,
Good job.
like clockwork.
Exactly.
Do you like doing sound effects? The sound effects within the artwork? Do you,
No,
you
no, and
don't?
no, and I don't. There's like I use Procreate did on the for on my iPad, and there's a lot of like packets of icons you can buy for sound effects and stuff. I don't like to do that. I like to hand draw it still,
Yeah,
and
me
sometimes
too.
sometimes I'll use some lettering and like do some effects on it. But
Is Glimwire, just for those that might be interested, is that or Scrappy and Sauce available anywhere?
sure, Scrappy and Sauce is probably is on Indiegogo, and
Okay.
Oh,
I don't know if I
okay.
have the link.
Yeah,
And
the link.
we have not released Grimwire on Kickstarter. That was the one that got us. I wanted to go a
Okay.
different way.
Well,
Fund my comic would love you. Would love to have that book in
Yeah,
there.
so
yeah.
I've been
Yeah.
looking at Fund My Comic. Yeah, because I have a few more
Yes.
pages I want to add to that Scrappy and Sauce that I want to
Yeah.
put out a full book. And
Well, now somebody that put out a notice for creators that you might consider, Rob, and maybe you've tried them. I can't remember if I've asked you or not. Is Peter Samedi with Alterna?
no, I
Mm.
haven't. I haven't even heard.
Yeah, up on Twitter, he's asking for I think they
Really?
like you to have some work done and a direction for a series or something, but
Yeah.
and then they have anthologies too, like it came out on a Wednesday, has different monster stories in it, and
Yes.
uh so and you can do a
Sure.
lot of different genres, so that might be up your alley to check with Pete Samedi and
Pizza Matty.
see if he
Pizza
you can
Manny.
work out something with Alterna.
Yes.
Yeah, and the one thing in between, I guess in between gigs, what I'm working on is like I was telling you earlier, Rex, that I was at I'm like the senior youth leader at my church,
Yeah.
and the
Nice.
kids wanted to do a comic book. They knew I do comic books. They're like, let's do a comic book, and so we started a comic book. And I was looking at old Spire comic books with Al Hartley, that old Archie stuff,
Hmm.
and then we came
Matty.
up with
Pizza
some
Matty.
ideas, and yeah, so like this is like page one of that one.
Oh,
You
Now,
can
let's
see
let's
that
see that.
that
do
whole
you ever get to
that whole
play
cool
music?
stuff.
Flex your muscle
Oh,
with your music?
I play my guitar every morning,
Okay.
and annoy my wife. She's like,
Well,
Nice.
she
I'm
says
in
she
at
loves
church.
it,
I'm
but
in
I
at
know she's
church
lying.
with the youth group. Do you
Oh, in
ever get?
church, I haven't. No, I
Yeah.
haven't played in church in a while, but yeah.
Mm,
Okay. Yeah.
very cool.
Actually, I worked with a man that's how we met when I was like 5 years old, and we figured that out because he later was in my church, and we got to talking one Wednesday night, and he said, "Yeah, I used to go there." And then he was like 22, long haired. I was like 5 or 6 years old, and that's what he did. He loved to play guitar, and he played for
Uh huh.
youth, along with another guy. And he was actually a teacher of mine early on. It's pretty neat. And
Yeah.
then later, he helped me get two jobs: the job that I currently have, and picking up kids at the schools for karate class, after school karate classes. So
Nice.
I first got that job, and
Wow.
then the mosquito job that I'm doing now. Sadly, he passed away just about a month ago.
Mm.
From
Oh,
but yeah, his name was Grady Broadway. He was a great guy.
Oh, let's see
Is
that.
his
Grady.
obituary?
He
Yeah,
looks
I
like a
used to.
good guy. Looks like a
Yeah,
Oh,
good
okay.
guy.
Good
he
natured.
used to. He played music. He did the bar scenes. He did.
Mm.
Uh, he might have even played with Leonard Skinner. I don't know. There was so
Yeah.
many different, you know,
Right.
bands and stuff that he encountered and things back in the day. But great guy, a lot of stories. We'd listen to his music while we went down there. Uh, it'd be about an hour away, and we'd have when we rode together. Because we would take his truck, and a truck would be waiting for me at that time. But a lot of good times, yeah. From toxic
Fun.
mosquito poison, so unexpected.
I know.
That is
Isn't
sad.
it?
Yeah.
It is. Wow.
I'd rather die by pizza.
Yes. Oh,
I'd
yes.
buy pizza than
The New York
mosquito
style
poison
slices
any
and
day.
Chicago deep
Yeah.
dishes. That sounds real good, Marco.
What is your favorite? Do you like a deep dish, or do you have a favorite? You have a good pizza place up there around you, Rob?
Nah,
Yeah.
man, like the best pizza around here is called Marco's, and we probably have it everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
We don't have like
That's
a
good.
just like we don't have like a mom and pop like go in and they're like, oh, from the old lands or something. We don't have that.
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
let's see. I went to Chicago. We flew into
Mm.
Chicago, and I was like, I'm gonna have a Chicago style pizza, but it was
Yes.
at the
Oh yeah.
airport. So it was like microwave bullshit and
What?
cost like $11 for like a disc like this.
Oh,
I'm
Oh
like, this
crap.
is
oh,
Chicago pizza is the worst.
Yeah.
So
you guys got bad pizza for somewhere. It's
yeah, I
not
just
Yeah, I
good.
got
wouldn't
bad
judge
pizza in
all
Chicago.
Chicago pizza by that one
Oh,
experience.
big Shadow
Uh,
Hawk.
yeah, I know, right? Go to, I guess, spend a little time in the city without getting shot, and maybe get some good pizza at a good local restaurant. I'm thinking.
Yeah, I could imagine. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I love
go get
some of these
some za.
oddball places. They got like macaroni and cheese pizza and all kinds of different strange
Sure.
stuff they put on
Well,
pizzas.
we need to hang with the Diaz brothers. They can take us around Chicago.
Yeah, I'm wearing my bulletproof vest.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw on Twitter where they were, had this guy come up. He was talking about it, had a knife and other a like a cleaver from the kitchen and stuff, and it was a new stabby vest.
Yeah,
Oh,
Here,
I
wow.
saw
he was,
that
Really?
dude, man.
he was
And he would
trying to
stab that
stab
dude
him.
like 6 or 7 times, and he'd be like,
Yeah,
"Oh, cool,
yeah.
It
saw
works. That's what you
And the
need,
guy
man.
just stood there. He didn't
Yeah, it was
They went,
almost like
ha
a
ha
magic
ha.
show. He would be like, I got my knife, and then he'd stab that dude like 6 times,
Oh
and he'd be
yeah, he
like,
was really going
good
at it.
job,
Yeah.
Right.
going to town, man. Yeah, a stabby vest. Yeah,
No.
that's a good one.
Marco says he's stuck with the Little Caesars here in my place. Laugh out loud.
Oh.
But in all honesty, you can never beat brick oven pizzas. I love brick
You
oven
can't.
pizza.
You can't.
Yeah.
I've had brick
Yeah.
oven pizza. It's delicious.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, so
Mhm.
good.
We we had a we have a Little Caesars here, and I went into Little Caesars the other day, and I was like telling those kids, because they're all probably were in high school that day earlier or something. I was telling them when we were growing up, Little Caesars, you had two big square pizzas that you'd get for like the price of one. I mean, that pizza thing was real. And they're like,
Yeah.
no, that didn't happen. I was like, no, for real. They thought I was joking. They thought I was making it up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. During the last Batman release, they had a Batman pizza. Like the bat symbol.
Oh,
I never
damn,
tried it,
really?
but yeah.
It better be good.
You
Don't
know,
piss
for
off
the
Batman. Bad
yeah.
pizza.
I mean, it tastes like cardboard, but some people like it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
for hot and ready. For just something to eat and
Yeah,
have
the
a
hot
pizza.
and ready. I mean, there's a lot of bread in there. There's a lot of bread, not a lot of meat, not a lot of
Yeah, I
sauce.
A
don't like
lot
a
of
lot of
bread, and
bread.
if you want a stuffed crust, which is not
Ugh.
that stuffed, and then they had a pretzel crust, which
I
I
love
did
Yeah.
the
try.
pretzel crust.
Yeah,
Those are good.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll dig into
Or
that.
have you ever had like the pretzel hot dog buns? Those are kind of
Ooh,
chewy.
I haven't had the
check that
hot
out.
I've had the
Or
burger bun. I've had a hamburger on a pretzel bun. That's
or
pretty
yeah,
good.
Those are
hamburger
good. I
buns
love
too.
them.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's what I
Yeah.
meant to say. But I really have tried a pretzel hot dog bun as well.
That sounds great.
It's kind of interesting.
Yeah,
It
maybe I'll
is.
have some of those on 4th of July. What do you guys got planned for 4th?
Well, I'm working. I can tell you, I go, but it's a short night. I go down there, spray right before the fireworks, and spray, and then I'm done, and I can just sit back and watch the show,
Yeah.
and then
Oh my
leave
God.
before I get behind everybody. I leave a little bit early,
What
just
day
as
is
soon as
July
I
4th?
It's on a
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Is
on a Tuesday. Okay, well, I'll
Tuesday.
be working that Tuesday.
I
Finally,
gotta
I
be
got
working too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finally, I got a venue that's worth going to because you got a lot of room. I can get away from everybody. I was spraying people those first, when I
Oh
went to some
wow.
of these other towns. I was actually, they're sitting there and they're like sometimes 10 feet away or less, right
DDT.
there, all crowded in, and I'm having to spray through there. I. Yeah, I hated it.
Get out of the way. DDT's coming. Get out of
Yeah,
the way.
yeah. This will
Yeah.
warp your DNA for sure.
It will. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Oh, what's this? Shower Hawk says, I feel the smeller, all this low hanging fruit. Nobody wants them. Marco says, I remember Godzilla promo pizzas back in the day of '98. Movie wasn't the best, but the pizzas were huge for us midget Asian Islanders. Oh, man, I thought they were. I thought they
Oh
were, Marco.
man.
Yeah.
Wow. Fun.
Now I like Domino's when I go down there. You know, they do things
good.
nice, thin crust.
Domino's,
All right.
yeah, you can't go wrong.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with Domino's.
Okay, all right. Yeah,
All right.
I usually get like bacon and a couple other meats on it and on a thin crust, and I can eat a whole one if it's thin crust. It's the Italian crust and other crusts like that, the rising crust that fill you up, right? I don't need all that bread. I want the toppings.
Bread.
Yeah.
Toppings, thin crust toppings. Yeah.
Now, did you have you had like Papa John's that had a lot of sauce in it?
We have Papa John's. We have
with some banana
Papa
peppers.
Murphy's. Is that the one where you take it home and cook it yourself?
That's Papa Murphy's.
Pretty
Those
good.
are good. Yeah.
I'm not
Papa Murphy's pretty good.
Papa Murphy's or that first one you mentioned. We don't have here in town, but
Yeah,
we do have a Mazio's. That's pretty good.
Oh yeah,
I've heard
sure.
of that.
Fazio's, sure. I mean,
Fazio's good.
we used to
Yeah.
Fazio's in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Rex hosing down small children. I thought it was the ice cream truck.
Yeah.
Sorry about that third eye.
Ice cream
that you're gonna grow.
DDT.
Throw your dimes at me, kids. I'll
Throw your
accept.
dimes.
Yeah.
Shout out. Kumquats. That'd be the day when Smeller trolls in my channel. It'd be fun.
Yeah, Rob, I'm gonna have to have you do a devil flyer, for a trading card
Yes.
or something like that, and just see how your take on the character. How you draw.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, and then
And
then we'll talk about that story. It's already laid out, as a matter of fact. It's already laid out.
We like that. We like the prep work. That's fun.
Well, the last page needs to be changed because the main creature is not shown enough.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's the whole crux of the story. You got to show that creature.
Do you guys?
Pizza stream's a good idea.
Do you guys always write your own stuff, or have you ever had to work with a writer and have kind of interpret the writing styles?
Back in the '90s, I did. I worked with Rick Owen back around '96. He did a Watchfire, and we never got it off the ground. But he had certain instructions. So I had free flow of doing the art.
That's
to
a
his
cool
writing.
name. That's a cool name.
Watchfire. Yeah, I've got 40 plus pages drawn up on Watchfire.
Wow.
Any hopes of that stuff ever being released?
You never know. I like to contact Rick if he's still around.
Yeah.
I have a Kelly Bell book that has not been released. I have it all on 11 by 17 under my bed. Yeah.
I have John has a sci-fi story written by another friend of ours that is
really
10 pages, fully done, and I'd like to reproduce it just as is. The lettering, the was done traditional, so the rubber cement is like an artist edition, and it would have an artist edition look, and just release it like that. But I had to find Dave, and he's the writer that was working on it with him, and get permission. And if he has permission, then I'll have a 10-page story already done by Devil Flyer artist John Falandes, already in the can. It was done in 1985, so he's leveled up since then, but it's still
85. Nice.
I think people would enjoy it. And I'm not released or written a sci-fi story yet. So
yeah,
that was the great thing about doing a story that's kind of anthology. I had the Devil Flyer story that I did. I wrote it, kind of thumbnailed it out, because that's how I work. I do storyboards and then consult with the artist, and then they go ahead and do their thing. We look it over for any changes or continuity stuff, and then I'll write the story and have it lettered, etc. You know,
Yeah.
that's how I work. I tried though with Devil Flyer the Stan Lee method,
Oh yeah.
but and I know people say, "Oh, you can put words in a mouth that's closed." I don't do
Mm,
that. If the mouth wasn't open, I didn't have the character speaking
Hmm.
in
okay.
Devil Flyer. I
Okay.
kind of stuck to that. So I kind of tailored the dialogue and the story with whether their mouth was open or not, or whether their back was turned or something. You know, there are tricks like there's a mobster. He's kind of like out the side of his mouth, like it's
Sure.
not really open, but he could be making a sound effect. So kind of did that.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
But
She's full
yeah,
strength.
I'll never use that Stan Lee method again because there's just too much stuff that can come into it. I prefer to storyboard it out, which I
Yeah,
did
that's how
with
I do
Devil
it.
Flyer, but
Hmm.
um and then you know, I think it's cool that the writer can kind of show what they kind of visualize and
Right.
tell the artist and kind of work page by page and do that. Um,
Okay.
and you know, it was a lot of fun, a lot of fun. But then I
Yeah,
said, this isn't enough. I need a bigger book if we're going to crowdfund. So I did the
absolutely.
backup stories and was able to introduce a lot more characters that I have, and
It's
then
not a big
you
deal.
know put it all together. Yeah, I think it'll be. I think it'll be.
Oh yeah,
It's been a
man.
lot of fun to put together everything that I said I didn't want to do, which was collaborate with others. Because I'm kind of like Apex. It's like I want to do it all myself. Well, that'll take 100 years, and I'll never get it released. You know,
Yeah.
and you
I
know,
will farm some stuff out eventually. Yeah. I plan
you
on
know.
doing that with Madam X.
Yeah,
So
I hope so. I mean,
yeah.
eventually,
Yeah.
maybe even somebody doing some of the writing. But for right now, I'm doing all
Mhm.
the writing and all 6 stories in Devil Flyer,
Yeah.
and then supplements and other stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah, like sometimes at any, I'm working on 3 different stories, maybe a couple of my own and then whoever else I'm working with. And
Hmm.
I have to like
Or need a
schedule
method.
like 2 hours lettering, 2 hours inking,
Yeah.
I have to or it's just nothing's gonna happen. It's just gonna,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so
I wish
yeah,
there's a way you can clone yourself,
Well,
temporarily.
I need
that'd be
some stuff
nice.
Run.
lettered, Rob. If you're up for it, I need
You
some
got it.
stories that
Yeah.
are already complete lettered
Yeah.
for Devil Flyer
Did
number
you
one.
did
So
you watch that Rick and Morty where they had the night times and the daytime ones where they got all their work done at night? You guys got to
Yeah.
check that out because that's what it reminds me of. Because then they go they go all crazy and evil at night, and then during the day they like show what they've done during the night. So Morty has like these awesome abs because his nighttime guy sit ups all day. You guys find that one.
Marco Sharpo says, Rex, why not pull a Ramita method? What was the Ramita method, Marco?
All right,
Does
guys. Well, I'm
anybody?
gonna leave for the night. I hope
All right.
you have a good one.
I'll
You too.
DM you over there on
Thanks for coming on, man.
Instagram, Rob.
Yeah. All right. We'll
We'll have to
see you.
get together.
Absolutely. Keep
Have a
in
good
touch,
night.
Can't
man.
hear you.
We'll keep in touch.
My
Definitely.
I said,
the headphones went off.
okay. Can you hear us
Oh,
now?
okay. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear
Yeah.
me?
Yeah,
I hear
I
you.
was saying
Okay.
I'll DM you. Thanks for coming on. And
Absolutely.
Oh,
We'll
no.
definitely keep in touch. Yeah. Be fun.
and we'll have to
All right.
get
Well,
together. We'll have to get together on a link behind the scenes and hash things out.
Yeah. It'll be
perfect.
fun.
That sounds awesome. Yeah.
Good.
Hit me
Good.
up.
Yeah.
All right. You guys
All right.
have a good night. Apex, you drive
Yeah.
safe out there tonight.
We'll do. Take
You
care.
too.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Take care.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye. Oh shit.
What's the alternative, right?
Oh yeah.
Drive
Yeah.
reckless.
No. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be
It was
driving
like, be
reckless.
careful, like you're going to be reckless, or
Yeah.
or have a
Yeah.
good day, like
Yeah.
what's the alternative?
Good
Have a
one.
bad day?
Yeah. Try not to have bad days.
Yeah.
They'll be all
Oh,
good
try
days.
not to, but
Yes.
inevitably,
Yeah.
tomorrow, Topher's birthday. I don't know if you know Topher.
Oh, yes, it is.
But-
Topher's birthday. Everyone
and
show up
Father's
on
Day. Happy
Early
early Father's Day,
Yes.
everybody.
Yes. I'm a
Yeah.
daddy to like women good looking women half my age call me daddy. So yeah,
Ooh.
that's well, yeah.
Yeah, I had a blended family. I had one biological. In fact, the 13th of this month, when I had my oral surgery
All right.
less than a week ago, she
Yeah.
had her I think 36th birthday. And uh, had two adopted, like I was adopted, and my
Oh
brother was
wow.
adopted, and
Yeah.
Shadowhawk was adopted, but we didn't
Yeah.
adopt him. But anyway, uh,
Right.
and I had two adopted daughters, and I had um, two
Yeah.
stepsons, so I had a blended family. Uh,
Oh, nice, man.
I had three girls, never got to go to the bathroom, and then I had two boys, and that was like rowdy bunch
Yeah.
most of the time.
Yeah, absolutely. I haven't seen a guy in one. Happy whose birthday? Oh, we got Topher.
Topher
Yeah.
and Topher will be on. We'll be having our quote Bible study, if you will, at
Nice.
11 Central over on my channel. We've been going through The Chosen. We do the season finale tomorrow, episode 8
Oh,
of The
nice.
Chosen. Been a
Cool.
wonderful series. Topher's there with us.
Oh,
Shadowhawk,
yeah.
Smoking Wraith, Carrie was there last time.
Oh, nice. Cool.
Rick from Cross Comics. So,
Yes.
I can do 10 spots. We got 6 already. If you
Yeah.
want to be one of the fourth, come join us. We do an intro and then we shut it down and do it behind the scenes and watch it so that if anybody wants to express anything personal, it's
Oh,
not
yeah.
out there for everybody to hear. People
Right.
feel more free behind the scenes. So that's what we do with that one. But
Exactly.
I already
Yeah.
have the intro written
Really?
for tomorrow. I wrote it last week. So
Well, that's cool.
I'll
Yeah,
be doing a little intro.
I'm singing in a choir for the summer for church.
Oh,
So,
great. That's
yeah,
awesome.
doing
Yeah.
that. Showing up at 10. Our services are at 10.
Now
10:30
what?
to like 12.
Where do you attend, if you don't mind me asking? Where do you attend?
St. John's United Methodist Church across
Oh,
Texas Tech University in Lubbock, Texas.
okay.
Yeah,
How long have you been going there?
I've been a lifetime member since I was a kid.
Really? Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
just off and on, So
Yeah.
we've been going there a little bit,
You
and
driving mom tomorrow?
meeting her at. She's driving for Sunday
You're meeting.
school early,
Okay.
so I will
Yeah.
meet her there in my car. So yes, and run some errands after that, and come
All
back,
right.
have some lunch. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have a pizza tomorrow. Since we're talking about pizza
Oh, I
tonight,
know, man. You can't
why
beat
not?
pizza. It's the universal language, that and music. Come on.
Yes,
And comics.
yes, and comics.
Don't forget the comics.
That's right. Don't forget the
Yeah.
comics. And yes, I have it pinned in the chat. Yes, the Apex Comics Cavalcade and the mini comic set. I'll put it up there. Yep, there it is. Yep, $10 each, 2 for 20 at postage paid, by the way. Yep, there's a PayPal link. Get yours today, tomorrow, whenever. And good.
I've got mine. I'm very happy with it. The
Thank you.
mini comics, highly
Yeah.
legible. You can read
Thank
them
you.
very, very easily. You did a good job on the lettering.
Thank you.
You
So,
know,
yeah,
making it big enough font to see, because your trading card, I wouldn't have thought it was possible.
it's
You did the
possible.
impossible, Apex.
I did. I
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Yes.
We had a wonderful Rex Hex and Apex show today. I really enjoyed it with the Gleasons,
I did.
Keith
There's
and Amy
fun.
Gleason from Mighty Mascots. I really
Oh, yeah,
enjoyed that.
absolutely.
I know
Yeah,
we had a big panel, but I think
it's good.
it was good. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Please come join us. Not your average Sunday. Good.
Yeah.
It is. I heard so much good things. If I weren't going to church and obligated to do sing in the
Yeah.
choir, I definitely would
Well,
join you guys.
the way that got going was Smoking Right said, "I'm changing jobs. I'd like, would you like to have a Bible study?" And I said, "Sure." And then I
Yes.
thought about it, and Dillard had Dillard Draws, John Dillard,
Mhm.
that does the buckler and
Yeah.
Canadian Tussle on Fund My Comic. Go check that out.
Yes. Check it
It
out.
looks like a fun little project. He'll probably kill me for saying little. He'll probably never know, never even hear this. But he recommended The Chosen, and I meant to watch that and hadn't got to it yet. And I said this would be a good excuse to kind of watch that, and if Shadowhawk and Smoking Wraith, who started out with me, wanted to do that, and we do that, and we have, and we've really enjoyed it. It just keeps.
Right.
It's a series that John said gets better and better and better, and he didn't lie. We're at the season finale, It's going
Yes.
to be awesome. And then we'll jump into season 2. They have 3 seasons, so
Oh yeah.
that's 11 Central over on my channel.
Yeah.
I almost said Daredevil.
Daredevil.
I had to look at my ashcan just see what Devil Flyer Momentum,
Yes.
and
Yes.
come join us for that, and then every
I'll
day
find
on the
time to
4
work on
o'clock
that,
channel.
Hex. Edit the Brickleberry out since it was copyright and got nuked by that stream. You're right.
Hex and I better get cracking on our mini comic.
I know. I'm
say
6 pages ahead of you guys.
Okay, so you're not finished with yours yet.
No, I've got 8 more
Okay.
pages to go. Yeah.
All right.
Yep. It's only because of a tiny peen. Wait, I mean, oh, the Brickleberry. Yeah.
I haven't even really decided. Maybe a bog story. I haven't really even decided, Apex, what I'm going to do on my mini comic. Maybe that new character that was kind of like Ink-like, you know.
Yeah, put him in. Yeah.
You know. Yeah,
Bye,
I'd like
Michael.
to develop him.
See ya. Yeah.
See you, Michael.
All right. Well,
Was
we're gonna
Michael
wrap
Taylor
it up,
here?
folks. Michael Taylor was
Michael?
here.
Oh, was he?
Here. Michael Taylor was here all this time.
I did not realize that. I should have known.
See? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's right there. He's been 3 people now are in the chat. Thanks for hanging out, you 3 wonderful people.
Absolutely.
Look at those 3 people.
No doubt.
Like Andy Smith would say. Yeah.
Shadowhawk, it's still early. If you want to go on that old link, I'll meet you there.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it with my new character for a mini comic. Oh, good. I want to see it, X.
Yeah.
I want to see some progress.
I want to see a type like a big pit or kaiju done in a mini comic.
I'm doing a kaiju, so yeah.
Are you really?
Wow. Yeah, it's the Giant versus Devastator.
Oh.
You know? Yeah. Okay. Let me get a sneak peek of that. Here's a sneak peek of my. I ain't putting color.
I think I'm going to do a die cut cover for mine.
See?
Nice.
There it is. 6 pages with
all hand colored, folks.
Yep. Hand colored, definitely.
You're a devastator with the markers.
Thank you.
I mean, you've been doing it for so long. It's
long time.
You're probably the best marker artist I know.
Oh, well, thanks. Oh, very cool.
It's not easy, brother. That's my YouTube channel.
Yes.
For people.
Sub to Rex.
This on replay.
And if you haven't already subbed to my channel, ring the bell for notifications. Share with others on the platforms, and of course, all that stuff. Oh, I'll be there in a minute. Oh, let's talk about Dillard. Oh,
okay.
Dillard streaming, I guess, next. Oh, after this ends. Nice, Apex. Oh, thanks. Cool. All right. Well, let's go and wrap it up. Catch us next time. I have no idea who's going to be on next week. I've approached some people on the Twitterverse who are maybe, if you have a project or a crowdfunder that you want to promote it here on my channel, and also promote it on Rex's 4 o'clock shadow. He has guests as well. So yeah, we're open to promote other people, and that way we'll all get funded and we all succeed together.
That's right.
Yeah.
Shadowhawk says,
thank you.
Apex is badass on the hand colored art.
Oh, thanks.
Nice stuff. I can't disagree with that.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, we can't wait till Fembat.
I can't either. I got to figure out the little tweaks and twerks.
A go-go dancer that's bitten by a vampire. Come on, folks.
In the 60s, yeah.
In the 60s, no less.
Yeah, 1968. In fact.
So where does the story take place? Is it modern time or is it back in the 60s?
It takes place in modern times, but she originally got bit in the 1960s. There's a bit of a flashback related to that.
Hey, Nighthawk.
Yeah. Nighthawk Warrior Comics. Hell. Yes. Hope you have a wonderful night. Double flying momentums and Apex Comics. Nice colors. Thanks. Wow, very nice of you.
If you didn't check Rex, Hex, and Apex out, just a little side note with the Gleasons, and you missed it, and you want to, we were like there for about 2.5 hours today. Had a wonderful time. It's over on my channel because we do that every other week on Saturdays, And
Next
next
July
host
1st.
will be Hex
Yes, July
on Hex's
1st. Saturday, July 1st at 11 a.m. Central, 12 noon Eastern. Or if you're in the West Coast, it'll be 9 a.m. Rex Hex and Apex show.
Yeah.
All right. You guys hope you have a wonderful night, Double Flying Momentum. Yes, thank you. And you're welcome. Have a wonderful weekend. Good night. Good night, everyone. Happy
Ciao
Father's
for now.
Day. Ciao for now. Keep collecting.